Alright y'all, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Now I've been seeing some discourse about this on Twitter, and especially since Uzi dropped, I think it's the perfect time to really engage in this conversation, because recent albums that dropped was obviously Uzi about a couple days ago from this video being made, and then Thug, and then Gunna. Those three drops have been the most recent ones for hip hop. And what I've seen is basically the consensus around all of these albums, maybe not Gunna's album, but specifically Thug and Uzi's album, at least now, is that they're just kind of mid, kind of boring, formulaic, things of that nature. And I really wanted to talk about this because I am definitely known, especially around my friend group and people that know me in general, they know that all I listen to is rap. That's my shit. I love listening to rap. I've been listening to it ever since I was a kid, obviously. First rap album I could ever remember songs from was Graduation. So that's how long I've been really like listening to rap for. And then as soon as I got my Spotify, the first song I added was a rap song to that shit. So it's like, and then the next 5 songs after that was also rap songs. So I just wanted to lay the background as to why I even want to talk about this shit in the first place. I think part of why rap is boring is, I'm gonna start with the consumer, is the way we consume music in the first place. I mean, this year alone, rap has gone down ever so slightly when it comes to market share, but as far as it goes, rap is still number one. Rap has been number one since like 2014, 2015 or something like that. So obviously rap has been number one for a while. And in that time frame from 2016 to now, we've seen a lot of changes when it goes from the mumble rap era to emo rap era and all this other stuff. Now we're in kind of like rage and drill rap era. And it's to the point where it's like all the music is just getting kind of stale, right? But at the same time, anytime somebody comes out with something conscious or something that sounds a little bit older, what's the first thing niggas want to do? Niggas want to be like, oh my god, this some old head shit. Don't nobody listen to this shit no more. Don't nobody want to hear this, blah blah blah, and all that other stuff. I saw somebody say that Cordae, in that video where he transformed into Juice WRLD and shit, I saw that some nigga said that Cordae was dick riding old heads because he sounded like one. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, you can't be fucking for real. Like, if I can find the tweet, I'll put it on the screen. But you know it's Twitter. Niggas hate anyway. And I be on there constantly because I'm a hater myself deep down. I ain't gonna lie. It is what it is. But that's just crazy how if you make music that sounds like some shit from the early 2000s or the 90s, niggas want to say that you're dick riding. But at the same time, they don't want to listen to the shit that's out now because, I don't know, it just don't sound good or something, or it's low effort. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we, as far as it goes, we want TikTok music. We want shit like Doo Doo Garbage song, I'm Geeking. We want shit like that. It's to the point where niggas ain't even like making real serious songs anymore. Like, there's always been an era of songs that are just funny, just be funny, right? Like the Krusty Crew anthem or whatever. To me, honestly, bro, because that shit went number one on Spotify charts, I think it was like up and coming songs or something like that, it just shows you how boring rap is. Like, you got a nigga doing an impression, a bad impression of Mr. Krabs, rapping as Mr. Krabs and Squidward and SpongeBob, and that shit goes number one. Like, come on, for real though. We got songs, we got AI songs that's probably doing better than real songs. Do y'all remember that Drake and The Weeknd song that came out not too long ago? That was like a month or two ago, bro. That AI generated song. I still see niggas use that song behind fucking haircut videos and shit like that. And that's just crazy to me how niggas would rather use an AI song than a real song released this year to put behind they shit. So I feel like half of it is our fault because we don't really want substance in our music like that. Like, and I'm one of them for sure. Like, I don't listen to a whole bunch of different artists. I don't listen to a whole lot of drill or anything like that. But one thing is like, I am definitely somebody who don't really go to music all the time for substance. I do listen to some songs that actually get me to think and shit like that, but for the most part, I don't listen to these songs like, oh man, I gotta unlock my third eye. No, it's other shit. I don't do that shit. But at the same time, I'm not looking at somebody like J. Cole, who I do like, and going, oh, he's fucking corny, he's a corny rapper, and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say that, because the people who do say stuff like that, it's like, oh, well, what music do you like? I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see the playlist of the niggas that say shit like J. Cole is corny and Cordae is a dick rider for dude. I would love to see the playlist that they have, because don't sit up here and act like your music taste is better than others just because you listen to something else other niggas don't. Let's not sit up here and do that. But of course, the other half is the actual artists. The artists themselves nowadays, they ain't really dropping shit that's different. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably different as far as like if you listening to somebody like Travis going to Thug, that's different. But if you've been listening to Thug for years and you heard this new album, you're like, okay, nigga, we've heard this already. Let's try something else. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'll definitely give Uzi credit for is he was trying to do some different shit with his album. I'm not gonna say I like it or don't like it. I'm just not a rock person in general, so all the rock songs to me just don't really hit as much as the rap songs. But the rap songs I were listening to, some of them sounded poorly mixed. Some of them sound like Cardi ripoffs, and it just, I don't know. It wasn't sounding as good as I thought it was gonna sound. Pluto Tomorrow is by far the best song on the album, and I understand it's probably formulaic Uzi, but still, I was happy to hear some other shit. But at the same time, it's like the shit I was hearing was like, oh, this girl got a fat ass, I just got a new car, these niggas is hoes, these niggas be fake, and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, bro, we've heard this. I'm not expecting, you know, introspective, get me to think songs from Uzi, but at the same time, it wouldn't be, it would be cool to hear like a story or something that he went through in life, you know what I mean, or some shit that he's going through recently, despite buying all these new cars and things like that. I think he did have a couple of lyrics in there about going to rehab and things of that nature. Like, I'm not saying I need a whole story about it, but you can't make a line like, oh, I just went to rehab, and then the next line is, I just fucked this bitch from France. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't work. That shit don't work as good as you probably believe it does in a song. I hate when rappers do shit like that. I hate when like some of the lyrics are deep and then the other lyrics just go right back to the materialistic shit. I don't like that. To me, if you gonna make a song, bro, and you gon' put a lyric like that, the whole song need to be somewhat deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just about Uzi. It's about like a lot of rappers out nowadays. They're making the same type of music. Even drill rappers. Honestly, I have a hard time distinguishing what drill rappers sound like. It's really hard, because most of them, they use the exact same beats. Obviously, they kind of sound similar, especially the ones from New York. They kind of sound similar and all type of shit. So it's hard for me to really determine who the fuck is talking. This is the reason why I've been listening to a decent amount of Michigan rap, because at least for them niggas, they use different beats. like these niggas are using the same beats. They got the same flows. They got the same lyrics and everything. The least you can do is use a different beat or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a big fan of rage music, but I could at least applaud a nigga for having a rage beat on that hoe, because at least that shit sound different. You know what I'm saying? So I think as far as why rap feels stale, I feel like it's just both sides. It's just one of these things where it's gonna take a couple people to really shake up how motherfuckers listen to rap in order for it to really kind of be different in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need Kendrick dropping a little bit more. We need, despite people going corny, we don't need Kendrick dropping more. We need J. Cole dropping more. We just need more people like that dropping a little bit more. And I think because these rappers see that the market is kind of stale now, it's gonna force them to make changes. Again, no rap album has went #1 this year. I think Uzi's album, like, considering it's pulled a decent amount of numbers so far, but no rap album has went #1 this year, and all of them have just been kind of mid. And it's no secret why. It's a mix of, you gotta know what your consumers want, and you gotta know how to make your shit different. Don't drop hour-long albums though, please, for the love of God. Stop dropping hour-long albums. Niggas don't want to hear that shit. I'm be real. If you gonna be a rapper that makes formulaic music, your ass need to drop like 40-45 minute albums max. I ain't listening to no goddamn hour-and-a-half album. I'm just not doing it. I just wanted to throw that out there. So, this video is probably a jumbled mess like every single one of my other videos, to be honest with you. It happens to me every time. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all let me know if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if I'm tripping a little bit, because I could very well be tripping on this, but I just think in my opinion, obviously all this is in my opinion, I'm not saying that any of this is a fact, but in my opinion, I think it's a mix of both. But I think it's mainly on the artist to try to make different music, try to get people to fuck with the sound a little bit more, and we just need more innovation in rap. That's what I believe.